Well, it's day 2 and final day of the manufacturing Indaba in Sandton in Johannesburg. Earlier, the Director General of the Department of Trade and Industry, Lionel October, delivered the keynote address. We now cross live to our economics reporter, Arabile Gumede, for the latest. Arabile, how is the Indaba panning out? What are some of the key issues being discussed today?
Yeah, well, day 2, Desiree, isn't it? It's an Indaba itself that has been key to the manufacturing industry and understanding trade and industry. As you said, Lionel October, the Director General of the DTI, delivering the keynote address this morning, really detailing how South Africa needs to look into the future, look into how it can address manufacturing issues across not just its own spectrum, but of course delving into the African continent as well. Intra-African trade became quite a key topic in itself as well. And I just wanted to take you around the Expo Center as well. We are taking a look at some of the presentations. As you can see, robotics, many have said that these are the likes of things that will probably take over in some time, and you'll never know. Just your job may be taken away by some of these as well. But to get a hint of just what is going on here exactly, I just thought we could chat to Gideon. Gideon, thank you so much. S4 integration, what exactly is this about?
Well, at S4 Integration, we are a turnkey system integrator. And what we're promoting over here is this new collaborative robots. Now, what we're talking about collaborative robots is a robot which can work right next to an operator. I heard you mention something about taking away your job. That's not the objective. What we're talking about collaborative robots is to assist in the production and to help where there's quality concerns, maybe where a human can't do the accuracy what a robot can do. Yeah. And we'll rather assist them over there than trying to take away the position, you know.
Fantastic. Gideon, thank you so much. Best of luck for you for the week as well. A good 2 days I hope you've had as well. Thank you so much. As we said, robotics, who knows? He says it may not take away your job, but at this point, who knows really? I think a lot has been going on with regards to integration, making people perhaps understand exactly just how the manufacturing of robotics itself may indeed help production. There are quite a few other stalls as well going on around us, and I thought we could perhaps take a look at how the buzz is sort of going around in the area as well. A lot of people coming through with smart ideas. The technology, the advancement of South Africa's technological space as well has been quite key and significant. A lot of people are here. It is a buzz indeed, Desiree. I also thought at the same time that I could catch up with Eustace Mashimbye. Folks, I hope you don't mind. I'm just going to interrupt you here. Eustace, thank you so much for joining us as well. The CEO of Proudly South African joining us here. This is a critical Indaba. It's a critical expo in itself, showcasing quite a lot of people here as well, detailing just what South Africa has to offer. How critical and important has it been for your department to be a part of this?
Look, for us it's very important. One of the things that we focus on as Proudly South African is access to markets for those member companies that affiliate with us. So we come to an event like this and we find those companies that make their products locally, because then it gives us an opportunity to present those to anyone and everyone who approaches us and says, I'm looking for a product that makes, a company that makes product A. And we know that we found a company that makes a high quality local product within the borders of South Africa. So events like this are very important for us, and that's why we have strategic partnerships with the likes of the manufacturing Indaba and other conferences and Indabas and exhibitions that look at localization in support of reindustrialization of the South African economy.
Yeah. At the same time, there sometimes are hindrances within the markets themselves. Access to markets is probably quite key as well. Are you helping in that regard? How much more help do you require, perhaps even from government?
Look, I think government has given us an opportunity to go out and really focus, have a focused approach where everything that we do, if you talk to anyone within Proudly South African, will tell you that everything that we do as a buy local campaign is centered around access to markets. So those companies that affiliate with us sit on a database of products and services. And when you look for a certain product, we can tell you that the specific product is made by these many companies. This is how you find them. Because there are a lot of companies that want to heed our call to localize and manufacture their products locally, but they don't know where to find the raw materials, or they don't know where to find the actual product where they want to support local companies. So that's what we do. This morning I spoke at the conference and I spoke about different access to market opportunities that exist within Proudly South Africa, and working with big business where large manufacturers are talking to us about helping them with raw materials, where large retailers, consumer-facing outlets are talking to us about finding products that they can put on their shelves which are locally made. So it's import replacement in most instances. And we've developed a list of top 100 items. Not we developed, but we found a list through customs of those items that come into the country and are imported based on value. And from those items, we are going to start import replacing wherever possible. So we both on the demand side, we're going to find who those people are that are bringing the products. And on the supply side, platforms like this will help us find those companies that make the products locally so they can be the ones that now supply those products which were previously imported.
Eustace, really appreciate your time. Eustace Mashimbye, who is the CEO of Proudly South African, an interesting integration there of South Africa's manufacturing, not just here, and how you can spread it across many other spheres as well. That's a look at just how the manufacturing in Indaba is faring on day 2. Hopefully we'll catch up a little bit later.
Thank you there to Arabile Gumede speaking to Eustace Mashimbye of Proudly SA. Arabile, if you're still with us, it's the final day of the Indaba. How much emphasis was given to the conversation around new ways of manufacturing?
I think the significance here really there, Desiree, apologies for that break. But I think what has really happened is that a lot of people have focused on just how they can integrate themselves and create ingenuity in moving forward, right? So taking exactly what we have right now, as I showed you a little bit earlier, robotics and the technology and how you can integrate that into your business so that you're creating a competitive edge and some sort of challenge with regards to how markets are faring, how people perceive your business as well. And the perception of SA businesses in itself has really grown. Perhaps really because we're trying to create that competitive edge. We've got the likes of China, the likes of Indonesia, the likes of the United States, of course, the developed markets to really compete with, not the least, our emerging market peers as well. So I think that element is one that we've tried to look at the most and really ask ourselves, how exactly can we make sure that that element is brought forward?
Well, there you have it, the final day of the manufacturing Indaba coming from Sandton.
Yeah.